Hi YouTube, it's Binksy1997 here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm on my bed, so just fell over a bit. Okay, I just got back from school, so I might be a bit tired. I might be making a few mistakes as always. And I look kind of bad at the moment, so just bear with. Okay, what am I gonna? Yeah, today I'm gonna be talking to you about what to do if you find an injured or orphaned baby bird, um, or what you think might be an orphaned or injured baby bird, because I'm gonna tell you how to tell. Okay, first things first. Not all birds lay nests in trees or on roofs or high up places like that. Some nest on the ground. So you need to be able to identify the birds that are nesting on the ground. If you find a nest of baby birds that is in maybe a shallow hole or even just grass that have been pulled around them to keep them secure, if they look like they're in some sort of nest shape, not necessarily made out of moss or leaves or sticks like a lot of people think, even just out of grass or rocks or whatever, then leave them and contact someone before you move them at all, as they they would probably be actually just nesting there, and if you destroyed the nest trying to get to them or removed them, um, then you can cause stress to the parents and the babies themselves, which we don't want. Um, on that note, if you do touch a baby bird, for example, if um, if you have a bird box in your back garden, this happened to me. I have a bird box in my back garden, which is visited locally every year by two blue tits. The same pair come back every year and have a lot of chicks. So if there are a lot of chicks in your nest box, a lot of the time they will gang up on the weaker one and they will push them out of the nest. It's just survival of the fittest, basically. Um, so if you see that a baby bird has fallen out of the nest, or you find a baby bird in your garden and you have a nest box, or you know that there's a nest in a nearby tree or in your roof or something, you know of a nest, what you need to do is just basically do step one, make sure it's not living on the ground. First, um, basically, if you touch a baby bird, then it's a misconception. It's basically a myth that the mother will reject it because she will smell human on it. Because birds actually have a very poor sense of smell. So that's basically just started off as a rumour, and a lot of people believe it now. So that's not actually true. So if you do touch a baby bird, if you're trying to put it back in a nest box, for example, or trying to put it back to a nest, or if it's the right thing to do to touch the baby bird, if it really is orphaned or injured, then don't worry if later on you find out that you need to put it back, because the mother won't reject it that way. If anything, the mother would more likely reject it if she saw her nest being destroyed or um, just being frightened off. However, that doesn't usually happen, as usually the mother would, if she was frightened off, flee and then later return to the nest. Um, so it's rather difficult to actually frighten away birds, as they will return to the nest usually. But there are ways that you can get rid of birds nesting as pests, like, I don't know, pigeons and roofs and things. But we're not talking about that, so we don't have to worry about getting rid of them. We want them to stay, so then the baby bird lives. It's always best for a baby bird to be in the wild with its real mother, rather than in captivity and been hand raised, because baby birds take a lot of work and a lot of patience from someone. And it's something to do with birds that they really don't do well in captivity when being hand raised. Even if you do everything right, um, even for a professional rehabilitator, or a vet or something, most of the time, 9 out of 10 of them will die. So it's very, very difficult just from the nature of birds. It's nothing that you've done wrong, or most of the time you can't do anything about it, even if you feed them exactly the same amount as a mum would, and exactly the same time, and exactly the same temperature. For some reason baby birds just really don't survive well in captivity. So what we really need to do is establish whether they are injured or really orphaned. So yes, you need to, if you're in any doubt, call someone straight away. I will leave my contact details below in the description box. So you can either contact me, or there is Tiggy Winkles, which do birds. Mainly they do are known for hedgehogs, but they do and most animals, just like the RSPCA. So the RSPCA, Tiggy Winkles, even local rehabilitators like myself. There are lots that you can search online or in Yell.com, Yell or whatever. There are so many you can phone and get help from for absolutely free, as they are charities. Yeah, so you want to work out its age. You need to look at the baby without touching it. If try Like I said, try not to touch it. Look at the baby. Does it have feathers? Now there are 3 different stages basically in a baby bird. There is the complete bold stage, where they either have maybe like a tiny little tuft on their head or on their back of down, or absolutely, almost bald. And that will be pretty obvious when you see it. And that is literally a newborn, almost a newly hatched, only a couple days old. That is very important that you get that sorted quickly, as they, even on a summer's day, they can suffer hypothermia very quickly and easily. So you need to work out what to do very quickly with the help of professionals if needs be. But you need to work quickly with baby birds, especially as they are small and prone to shock and hypothermia. If it does have feathers, what type of feathers are there? The second stage is down, so fluffy. When you look at a bird, they have flight feathers, so the proper sort of long, thick feathers that are flight, proper feathers that a bird would have as an adult, just a little smaller because they're babies. If they have fluffy down, then they are in the middle stage. They are still a baby, they would still be in the nest, however they are not newborns, sort of. They're basically in the middle, halfway between being a juvenile, a fledgling basically, and a newborn. And then a fledgling has flight feathers, usually mostly flight feathers, but maybe you'll see patches of down on it, and it will be small, not like not as large as the adult bird. If it's a fledgling, leave it. They have fledged from the nest. That's what they're supposed to do. They are probably just learning to fly. As long as they're a fledgling, if you have cats or they're in any danger, like in the middle of a road or in a dangerous place, then get a towel and literally throw the towel on top of it, and then gently but forcefully carry it over to either a nearby bush, or if possible a higher up area, maybe in a tree or something, but either a bush or a tree or somewhere with cover, so then it can recover from being caught by a human and then start to learn to fly again, because that's basically what they're doing. They're going to jump from branch to branch trying to learn to fly. So they will fall sometimes. It's what happens. Only move it if it's in a dangerous situation around cats or cars or lots of people or something. If it's a newborn, yes, it's best unless a baby bird in the first or second stage, so not a fledgling, if they do not nest on the ground, what you need to do is you need to get them straight away as hypothermia. What you need to do again is get a towel. You don't need to throw it over if they're not a fledgling, as they won't be going very far. They can't fly or they can't move very quickly, so it's okay. You just scoop them up, hold them close to your body. If you are outside, away from houses or your home or somewhere warm like a car, if you've got a jumper or a jacket, hold it under or wrap it and keep it close to your body to keep as much heat around it, and then get to a warm place quickly. Right, I better hurry up, as I can see it's already 11 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, what you want to do with a baby bird is, like I said, keep it warm. If you have an incubator at home, put it on a lower setting than you would for um, for incubating eggs, but make sure the baby bird is warm. If you don't have an incubator, then if you have a like a table lamp, but one that has like an arm that comes down and sort of the head there, if you understand what I mean, so you can make it lie flat over the baby bird, and then the heat should help. Put plenty of towels or bounty or materials, not from outside, as they will be cold and may have infections and mites and things in them. Wrap it up and put it in a warm place. If you get a tank like this, okay, sorry about that, I better hurry up. Get a tank like that. You don't need the top on it for a baby bird like that, as they're not going to jump out or fly away. Obviously, you don't need sawdust or anything. Literally, just put it in there with the light, with the towels and the things, and call someone straight away. Either call me or, like I said, Tiggy Winkles, RSPCA, RSPB, and local people. Just look around and call whoever you need to quickly. Keep it warm, keep it in a fairly dark place. If you've got an airing cupboard or somewhere under a boiler, then that's good. And just try keep young children and pets away, as the baby bird can die of shock. So keep it in a quiet place and call someone to help. Obviously, if you live in Dorset, please feel free to call me. If you're in Dorset, I will usually be able to pick up. However, I really do appreciate people coming and dropping them off, as it helps, as I'm a non-profitable organisation, but I am perfectly happy to come and collect. If you are outside Dorset, then I do suggest you use other services, as they are closer, purely for the comfort of the baby bird and getting them safely, quickly. But if needs be, then you would need to find your own mode of transport to get them to me, as I can't go that far. Yeah, just keep the baby bird warm, and call some help, as it is very difficult even for professionals. Okay, that was Bingsy 1997 on what to do when you find an injured or orphaned baby bird. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and like. Read description box, please. Thank you. Sorry, my screen just went blank. Yeah, read the description box, please. Thank you. Bye.